that Adam and Eve were in. The angels terminate their lives in a state of righteousness, saying, "Peace be upon you. Enter paradise now as a reward for your works." Quran 16:32. Quran. The final testament in the Quran, Jesus' resurrection will take place, along with everyone else's, on the day of resurrection. This is described as a specific eternal day that will come after this world has ended. Jesus' resurrection. 167 The horn will be blown, whereupon everyone in the heavens and the earth will be struck unconscious, except those who will be spared by God. Then it will be blown another time, whereupon they will all rise up, looking. Then the earth will shine with the light of its Lord. The record will be proclaimed, and the prophets and the witnesses will be brought forth. Everyone will then be judged equitably, without the least injustice. Quran 39:68-69. Quran. The final testament. It is from this death that the righteous will be resurrected. According to both the Bible and the Quran, death will be abolished, this world will be terminated, and then new heavens and earth will be created. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. Revelation 21:1. King James Version. The day will come when a new earth other than this earth, and new heavens other than these heavens, will be substituted, and everyone will rise up before God, the only God, the Supreme. Quran 14:48. The resurrection of Jesus on the universal day of resurrection is prominently featured in the Quran. There is just a general reference to the resurrection of all the messengers of God. Jesus is the only messenger to be mentioned by name in connection with that day. Here is the portion of the verse mentioning all of the messengers. God will gather all the messengers and say to them, "How was the response to you?" They will say, "We know not. You are the only knower of all secrets." Quran 5:109,168. Development of the Christian doctrine. Immediately following this, Jesus is given special attention. 5:110-120. Verse 5:116 specifically refers to his resurrection. On the day of resurrection, God will ask Jesus, the son of Mary, "O Jesus, son of Mary, did you say to the people, 'Idolize me and my mother,' as gods besides God?" Jesus will say, "Be you glorified, I could not possibly say what is not right about me. Had I said that, you would have known about it. You know my innermost thoughts, while I know not your thoughts. Surely, you are the knower of all secrets. I never told them except that which you have commanded me to say, that you shall worship God, my Lord and your Lord. I was a witness among them, for as long as I lived among them. When you terminated my life, you were the watcher over them. You are witness to all things. If you punish them, they are your servants, and if you forgive them, you are the Almighty, the Most Wise." Quran 5:116-118. The asterisk in the above quote marks a statement that is similar to Jesus' statement in John 20:17. "Go to my brothers and tell them, I am going to my Father and your Father, to my God and your God." John 20:17. New American Bible Conclusion. As we have seen, there are many discrepancies in the biblical accounts of Jesus' resurrection. Because the Christian doctrine of salvation depends upon this concept, those discrepancies are a serious matter. The Quranic understanding of the resurrection of Jesus is very different from that of the New Testament. In the Quran, Jesus is resurrected with all of humanity and is held accountable like everyone else. Chapter 11 Personal Doctrine. One of the great blessings of living in our times is the relatively modern understanding that each human being is ultimately responsible for himself or herself. Of course, we can learn from one another, and help one another in many ways. However, ultimately we will be judged as individuals. Most Christian doctrines were formalized centuries ago during very different times. Indeed, only a few centuries ago, if you were an English speaker, it was life-threatening to be found even possessing a Bible that had been translated into your native tongue. The Church determined what you were to believe, and to go against that or to dare to research for yourself was dangerous indeed. Thankfully, those days are behind us and we have the opportunity and the duty of finding our own truths. It is a daunting task, but an exciting one. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary website defines the word doctrine as a set of ideas or beliefs that are taught or believed to be true. http www.merriam-webster.com Dictionary Doctrine. Retrieved July 9, 2014. Using this definition, each of us has the chance and the responsibility to define our own personal doctrine. I have shared my exploration of the essential doctrines of modern Christianity. I hope you will continue to think about and explore them for yourself. We have seen in previous chapters how the Bible itself gives us a great deal of guidance. Throughout the previous chapters we have also looked at some input from the Quran, the Muslim holy book. The Quran contains a great deal of information about Jesus and his message and specific Christian doctrines. But why look to the Muslim